Hmm. And welcome, everyone. May peace be with you. May peace be with us all. Welcome to our collective soul retrieval on the divine masculine energy.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm, yeah. Thank you, Art, and welcome. Welcome to you all that feel called to connect more deeply with the divine masculine energy and to really feel in your own body, like, hey, where am I not in alignment with this force field of divine masculine energy? Where am I moving towards an unhealthy form of masculine energy, pushing through? And what steps can you take, or what process can unfold in you by watching this and witnessing this, so that you can take a next step in allowing the free flow of energy of the divine masculine to come through you once more. So yeah, that is what we are here to do at this moment, to provide a collective soul retrieval on the masculine energy, to really look at what is present in the collective, what is wounded in the collective, where the divine masculine has had to run away, and it is pure essence has become distorted, and it has moved towards an unhealthy masculine energy. Can we lay that out in the open, witness that, and can we transmute that and allow an essential part of our collective soul, of the collective soul of divine masculine energy, to return to us here on this earth and to be available to us once more? Yeah. Would you like to add anything to that?
No, just a question of words. You spoke about the masculine force, and
Mhm.
there is an aspect of force in that, and I don't want to demonize any word, but
Mhm.
I also think it's good to just be mindful of that. That for me, it's more of an energy.
Mhm.
That word feels more in alignment. That we speak of the
Mhm.
divine masculine energy and feminine energy.
Ah.
Um, just to say that it's not a judgment about you, you know that, but it's just like, oh, this is the energy field already
Mm,
coming through, and there's already this, to me, a small distortion. I just want to name that.
mm,
It's not a force that's
yeah,
going to go through anything. And I
mm,
know you know that, but just for everybody listening to
mm,
feel the difference between the word masculine force, ugh, even comes out of my mouth like, "Ugh," or the divine masculine energy, which to me is a more neutral word.
mm, yeah.
But nothing else to add. I'd say
Yeah.
let's open with meditation as always, and then move into the soul retrieval.
Yeah. Thank you for adding that, brother. Mm. So yeah, let's just find a nice position for yourself in your chair or on your bed, wherever you want to be in this moment, where you feel comfortable, where you feel safe, where you feel held, seen, and loved. You can even light a little candle for yourself in honor of divine masculine energy. Slowly but surely, there it is, the candle, to come back to your body once more, that you can take a step in that. And whenever you are ready, you may close your eyes, as we are doing as well, or maybe we'll open them at some point. But really allow yourself to close your eyes, to go inside, to just be mindful of my voice that you're hearing through your computer or phone, through whatever device you may be listening to. And from here on out, I'd invite you to really feel your breath. Each and every breath that's coming through your nose or your mouth. But the energy is slowly coming in through the nose or the mouth. nurturing you and loving you, holding you. And on every out breath, you are releasing ever so slowly all those things that are no longer serving you. You are creating space in your body for more of yourself, more of your divine masculine essence to enter your system. Whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, does not matter. For each and every one of us has the energy of the divine masculine and divine feminine within them. And that every breath that you are taking in this moment, that it may be an honoring that energy inside of you. That you can feel your whole spine becoming filled with your own breathing, filled with your own light, through no effort or no forcing of your own, that it can just slowly enter your spine. The light, the breathing, the space, that you may open up even more to your own divinity. That from the spine it may move towards all the other bones in your body, that it may go down through the legs and the bones that are present there, to the pelvis, bones, the knees, towards your feet, through your rib cage, shoulders, arms and hands, to your head, your skull. And with each and every breath that you take, you can invite more energy, more light, more of your own divinity to enter your system in the here and now, to fill your whole body, to fill your whole skeletal structure with that essence of yourself. And please allow yourself to continue to do so throughout this meditation and throughout the soul retrieval. Whenever the going gets tough, know that you can always take a breath to pause, to be. And from there on out, that you can move through whatever layer of resistance that you may be feeling in yourself. From this place, I'll slowly open the field where we turn ourselves towards the east, place of the eagle and the condor, place of the rising sun. The energy of new beginnings. Dear East, please hold us, please guide us, please love us, please show us the way. Please allow today, this moment, to be a new beginning in our relation to our divine masculine energy. Please allow that energy to enter our bodies more deeply, and that all that is not in resonance with it, that it may be released and may be given back to the place where it came from. Thank you, dear energy in the East, for doing this for us, for holding this space. May there be peace in the East. Aho. Moving on slowly, following the medicine wheel, entering the place of the South. Place where the sun is at its highest, wolf and the snake, summertime. Place of love, joy, ecstasy, sensuality, and sexuality. Dear energy of the South, please hold us, please aid us, and please guide us during this soul retrieval. Please shine your light on where we are not in alignment with our own divine masculine energy. Please allow us to flow effortlessly throughout the soul retrieval whenever we meet a layer of resistance. That we can just meet that with the joy and ecstasy of being alive. that we can allow that experience to be here now without pushing it away, just loving it as it is. Thank you, dear energy in the south, for always holding us and loving us. May there be peace in the south. Now, following the directions of the medicine wheel, we are moving towards the energy of the west. Place of the dawning sun, place of death and rebirth. The brown bear, Black Panther. Dear energy of the west, please hold us, please guide us. Please love us during this soul retrieval. Please allow all of those things in us to die that are in accordance with an unhealthy masculine energy, so that we may be reborn in the here and now in our divine masculine energy. Please aid us in moving through that process with ease, grace, and with a firm hand. Thank you, dear energy in the west, that there may be peace in the west. Aho. Moving on, following the medicine wheel, going towards the energy of the north, place of silence, nighttime, the white buffalo, the hummingbird, the frequency of tranquility, the unknown. Dear energy of the north, please hold us, please aid us, and please guide us in this soul retrieval. Please show us the way and how to be present in the divine masculine energy. Please surprise us today in what we may experience. Please grant us the courage to dive into the unknown together in this field of safety and in this container, so that we may see a new light entering from the east. Thank you so much for your everlasting guidance, companionship, and love. Dear energy in the north, may there be peace in the north. Moving towards center point, and going down deeply into the earth mother, into the ground. Just acknowledge how nice it is to connect deeply with the earth mother, the mother who's always there, always loving us. Thank you so much, dear earth mother, for always being there, for loving us, guiding us and holding us. Please show us the way in the soul retrieval. Please hold us like the mother holding her children, not too tight, but granting that safe space for us to develop, for us to reconnect with that divine masculine essence in ourselves and in the collective. Thank you, dear Earth Mother, for your everlasting guidance, support, and companionship. May there be peace on the earth, in the earth, and outside of the earth at all times. Aho. Moving up the ladder, going towards the sky, space above our heads, place of the grandfather sun, grandmother moon, the star nations of our ancestors that have made their star journey before us, place of the great central sun, place of the creator. Dear world above, please hold us, please guide us, please love us. During this soul retrieval, please show us the way and grant us the frequency of new information, that we may discover a new part of ourselves in relation to the masculine energy, and that we may release all those parts that are no longer serving us. Thank you, dear world above, for always holding us, that there may be peace in the world above. Now, moving down the ladder, entering center point of stillness in the middle of all that is there. Wakantanka, the great spirit, great mystery. Source, Allah, Yahweh or God, science, AI for some. The force that binds us all directions, above and below, below and above, left and right, front and back. I like to call this place the place of the heart, for it is the glue that holds all together in love, peace, and unity. Dear center point, please hold the field, please love us as we love you. And please be gentle with us, for we come in peace. That there may be peace in the center, spreading outwards in all directions, everywhere, 360 degrees in the circle. Thank you so much. Oh. And from this place, I slowly invite the energy of electric blue fire to enter this place, to enter our space. And with that energy, that my will and thy will may be connected ever so deeply. That we can invite a field of ascended masters around us, holding this space that can co-create with us if it is their time to do so. Always honoring in this the law of one, the law of free will. And that I humbly invite the dragons to come online once more. And as the field is set, I slowly open the space for any other impulses to arise in myself, in Ward, or maybe in you while you are sitting there in your own room. What words want to come out of your mouth at this moment? What movement do you want to make? There is space for that now. Oh.
Oh.
Feels like a very clear field. Like, okay, ready to go.
I agree.
So, yeah, with that said, for you, the person that is listening, I'd invite you to take a couple deep breaths once more to anchor in your body again. Yeah. And that you may open your eyes whenever you feel called to do so, while we enter the collective soul retrieval in relation to the masculine energy. Oh.
Yeah.
The part of me that's now in this clarity where I'm like, where's the distortion? When I'm in this field, there's no distortion. There just is a being and a witnessing and a silence in that.
Fari no no yo como tor con ni ana yes supportum ni ata istertene kende we. Clavai som mondo to ni astertene anna kao. Kumbo doi da ia sandertene anna kawai da ia gamma istertene. Yeah, we feel you. I'm just as I tune to this journey, this soul retrieval, this field,
Hmm.
I'm just engulfed by geometrical forms,
Hmm.
very structured geometrical forms. And for a reason I can't yet explain, um, I was being drawn to what looked like a circle with 4 points
Mhm.
on it. Well, 4 points organized in a rectangle. Actually, not in a rectangle, in a
Right.
square form. And as I was continuing to look at this image, I just I see the shell of a turtle,
Hmm.
green shell with that's like structured and organized in these little, well, just it's a bit rough on the top.
Mhm.
And there's 4 of these purple dots, and there seems not to be a turtle in there. I don't see a turtle to be in there. But that in the middle of the shield, so in the middle also of these 4 dots, there's been a cut. There's some force penetrated the shield. I think only on the upper layer, so you have a little bit softer layers on the belly. Um, so it didn't penetrate through there, but it was really in the, well, what you could call the upside or the backside of the turtle's shell.
I can feel it in myself when you're speaking of it, like the force on my head,
Yeah,
shock, and like. Hmm.
yeah, I was thinking of that too, like, oh, back support, something of that nature. And then we're in the psychopathic or narcissistic wound immediately. We in our pre in the conversation we had before we started this, uh, we also said like, okay, so in the unhealthy form of the divine masculine is the ego being pumped up and constantly having a need to be valuable and
Hmm.
loved and needed. They're striving for that, but in a negative way. So that comes up to me then, to the, oh, how vulnerable can one be? And is there back support really to, can one feel at ease?
Yeah. What is coming up in me when you were saying this is, as I'm looking at the image, I'm thinking like, okay, so there is a shell, there is a house
Mm-hmm.
with no being inside.
Mm-hmm.
A shock came,
Mm.
which made the being leave or retreat, losing its house, its structure, and its safety,
Right.
whatever havoc it may wreak without that safety.
Mm.
So I'm just wondering, like, oh, what, on the one hand, what is that shock? And where is the being? Where have we left our home, our own temple, or our body in order not to be consumed or confronted or hurt by that shock? Mm.
Yeah. I actually, when I'm looking now at the image, I saw the blackness on the back of the shell,
Mhm.
and I thought it was a hole. But looking at it now, it doesn't seem like a hole. It seemed like somebody uh, planted explosives. They went off. They didn't do anything like in penetrating the shell, but they left burn marks, right? And still, it's a large shock. And we can we can go into the darkness of the residue, if you will, of this force or explosion. We can travel in there, because it feels to me like the turtle, like we will find it if we go that
Mhm.
path.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we could look at what or whom dealt the blow. But that takes us in the opposite direction. as I feel it in the image that I'm sharing.
Interesting. When you were saying that, for me, it feels like, oh, we are going into the blackness and we are curving towards the one that has the origin point of that blackness. Does that make sense?
No.
For me, it feels more like a path. So
Yeah,
when going towards the darkness and entering it and seeing what is there, that we may clear it up so that we can look at who is at the origin point.
right. And so you would go, you feel more like let's go into the dark, if you will, and with the knowledge that we will eventually return to who dealt the blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that for you?
I think it's okay. I felt the pull to go in there immediately. I also feel like, oh, we could go towards the one dealt the blow, but I don't know, there was a resistance in my system in that. Could be a resistance of not wanting to look, but it's also something of no, that's not correct. I don't want to go there. I want to go in and find, well, the turtle. In this case, just as a symbolic image. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
Yeah, we can always go back. If we feel like, no, this is not the right track, we go the other way.
yeah, true.
It's very sucking.
Yeah, it's like a slide going deep into almost like
Oh,
yeah.
it feels a bit sticky, slimy.
Yeah, I feel it. But I feel like it's not so much where we are going that feels sucky to me or that feels slimy to me. It's rather either the way towards that or the some energy or force in this case, I could say, not really liking us going there. Because it feels like we're jumping into a river and just going deep into the earth, ending up in what seems to me like a treasury or a cave in the earth, deep in the earth, that is sealed off. It can be sealed off. And in there, there's yeah. If we can just go in. The door is kind of open, and I see the turtle there, and it's just like sitting on a mountain of gold, of treasury. It makes me think of dragons sitting on a, if you've seen Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit trilogy at least, or other movies and pictures of that nature, the dragon just who accumulated enormous wealth in the mountain, and is yeah. In this case, I don't. The turtle isn't really guarding it in that sense. It's just there. It's just safe there.
Is the turtle a treasure? As in, is it part of all those treasures that is being kept there?
That's actually, as you say that, it makes sense to me, because it doesn't feel like it's his or that he's protecting it as it is his, but he's there as well in this treasury. Yeah, yeah. I like that he's a treasure.
Treasure being guarded.
Yeah.
So, who or what? Two questions that come up in my mind. We can either talk to the turtle just to get some more information, or we can look at like who or what is guarding the turtle in this place.
Yeah, I think we can do both. For me, it doesn't really feel like um, there's one guardian. Rather, it's almost like the earth herself has provided this space as a sort of retreat and treasury. Um, and I guess there could be a few dragons occasionally coming by to like policing the area, if you will. But yeah, it's more, it seems to me more of a protected place, you know. There's no interfering dark energy going to be able to
Mm.
get there. Um,
Yeah. Part of me is just curious about the turtle, like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Mm.
it seems to me, as I see it, it's sitting on gold. Um, one moment. And it has its eyes closed.
Looks
And
exhausted.
it's exhausted, yes. It's recovering almost. As I see, like, ah, here it's quiet. I can be slow, I guess.
Mm.
As I look at it, it's as if I can see its thoughts around it. And as it's just like ruminating on the events that took place because of which it came to that treasury or was pulled there or safeguarded there, you know.
Mm.
And shall I also just let him relate what he is thinking about? Because I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is uh, another figure. So it's just showing what happened to a shell. And there's like this, what do you call this figure in English? A reaper, like Mahregen in
Yeah, the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, like a Grim Reaper. It doesn't really feel like the Grim Reaper per se to me, but who was holding a pickaxe, you know, what miners would use to mine
Mm.
out ore, and he's just like constantly bashing on the shell of the turtle. I don't know what the intention is, if he wants to crack it open or hurt it in some way, or
Mhm.
but you know, just constantly. And the turtle, it's slow, so it can't really run from this more human-like figure who has two legs and can follow him. And instead, what I see happening is that the turtle starts to vibrate, you know, like any animal that would start to shake in this kind of situation. But it's almost as if the shaking becomes so extreme that at some point, I don't really know exactly what happened. At some point, it's as if it disappeared and just whoop was in this treasury, which caused this Grim Reaper figure to stop and just sit there and wait, because it's also like, hmm, shit, it's gone, right?
Mm.
But the figure is still there waiting. So when the turtle returns, it's just not safe for the turtle to return. Um, yeah, because this figure is ready to just start bashing it again and again and again. And I really feel a very collective field connected to this Grim Reaper figure, almost like a thousand or thousands of voices, like bashing on its back, right? As if the
Mm.
pickaxe is a.
Well, I'm just relating that to the masculine. It's as if thousands of voices are bashing the masculine energy,
Mhm.
which is very hurtful. And in its essence, it cannot break, as in the turtle is still whole. Yet it does make sure that all the bashing, all the criticism, or all the voices however just or unjust it may be, that it causes the turtle to retreat,
Yeah.
to go into hiding and to not show itself anymore in the world, because as soon as it shows up, the bashing can continue and continue and continue. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Then I can just see it crying, the turtle in the treasury.
Just a misunderstanding of what it is really representing. How all these labels are being put on the turtle, not in alignment with its true essence. Mm.
Has to go faster, but it isn't
Yeah.
fast.
Has to work harder. Yet it's quite slow. Needs space, time, safety. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Sort of an impasse.
Yeah. I'm just feeling into like, okay, we can just stay here with the turtle a little longer. Or we can now move towards the Grim Reaper and see like, hey, what is really going on there? To the origin point of the hurt. Because the turtle cannot come back as long as the bashing will continue.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Feels to me like it would be okay to just stick with the turtle for a couple minutes more before we go back.
Yeah.
Because it's just crying. I don't really feel like we need to do anything, but I'd like to stay present for a bit longer.
Give that resonance field of our divine masculine energy holding that part, whatever it may be going through in this moment. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah. I feel its nervous system really coming back out of this fight flight mode
Mm.
into well, into its social engagement system, but into a state of ease,
Mm.
you know, where contact is possible, where his muscles and his whole body can relax again, where his immune system and um, yeah, can go on again, if you will. And also his digestive tract, that's what I was looking for, the words to. And just his digestion can start coming. It's almost as if I'm there and I can hear the turtle stomach be like, "Roar," making a sound. And I'm like, oh, good.
Like our stomach on a fasting day. Just
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mm.
And I can just imagine just a constant bashing how it's been in a state of fight flight constantly.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm so happy that the earth
Mm.
has a space where it is held now.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
So the turtle has its eyes open again now. Bright eyes. Bright eyes.
Same.
Song.
Mm. So good to meet you again. To acknowledge you in your hurt, in your pain. To feel the deep sorrow, being misunderstood. Having to protect yourself. Having to leave your home, your house, a part of your body to keep yourself safe. Thank you for doing that and maintaining safety at all costs. Feels important that the core essence of what it is that you are representing is pristine and untouched by the hurt of others who falsely project their misunderstandings on you.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm. Mm.
You just see like all three of us in a soft embrace, just hugging it out a bit.
Mm. Mm. It's just nice to see this turtle because with that hard shell, when you look beyond it, it's such a gentle creature. So gentle, so pure, so loving,
Wonderful.
oh, so loving. Just like the masculine, pretending to have that hard shell in order to keep that love safe. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Would it be all right to move to the origin?
I was thinking now too, so yeah.
Let's go there and you can just keep the turtle there in the safe space. It can look with us. It can come with us if it wants to and stand behind us. Whatever it wishes.
I
Leave it up
just
to the turtle.
also invited the black dragon
Oh.
just for, and not for people watching as well. It's not as a show of force, but these for me this black dragon, the one that I called Nyokiawarta, is just he's a if you want to use the word force, he's a force of love. Right? So it's such a enormously enormous love field, but it's also strong. It's like you don't fuck with a dragon, right? So it's yeah, no, it's really that, right? So it's not a show of strength. It's not that he's gonna burn anybody or eat anybody or be, he's just gonna be present, and not for us, but for the turtle.
Yeah, this deep force of radical love, that whatever it is meeting, it stays present in love and protecting and guarding
Yes,
the turtle.
yeah. It's not gonna
Mhm.
lash out, but if you come close, just gonna do like that with his nail, and he's gonna fly away. You can try again, but just gonna do that again.
If you can even come close.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. So let us move over there, the origin point.
I just still see this Grim Reaper figure sitting on a rock, almost like the thinker. This sculpture. Don't know who's it from again, but
Mhm.
just that kind of figure, just with his pickaxe next to him, waiting and just contemplating. Like, it doesn't even feel malevolent to me or malicious. It's just gone, not present in thought.
It feels a bit inanimate.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
I can just see us going there and just saying hello. We
Go
see
ahead.
that you were busy with thinking about the turtle, about its shell, how to crack it, to get to the turtle. And just to express our curiosity, like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What is your goal here? Hmm.
Well, its goal, it needs to get to the core of the turtle because the turtle is very valuable to him,
Hmm.
and he thinks that he can. What you say feels very apt to me. Like, he's inanimate, and he feels like if he can just reach the core of the turtle,
Hmm.
just crack the shell open and get the turtle. I don't know what, he may make a potion out of the turtle or eat the turtle or hold it as a symbol in his house or whatever. But then he feels like he needs to get to the core of the turtle to get his own life force running again or something of the sort.
In my mind, this is almost like a play, as in the Grim Reaper representing the unhealthy masculine force,
Hmm.
trying to reach something, true force, when all it is searching for is its own unique self. And it's never going to be able to reach it through pushing, forcing, crossing boundaries. Mm.
It's so funny when you say that. It's as if I see this image of the Grim Reaper, and it could also be a turtle, right?
Mm.
But it's as if I see it in his core, this image of a turtle, but then there's this whole Grim Reaper around it.
Mm. Yeah.
It's almost as if it's like a paradox, whereas the it's only the shell is left of the turtle,
Mm.
and the turtle has retreated to this treasury, and it's as if this other figure, this Grim Reaper, it's as if it's as if it's the mirror image of it. It's
Mm.
not the shell that's left, but it's the contents without the shell. So it's
Mm.
as if we're looking at a
A
it's
split, maybe.
a split. Yes, it's a paradox. I can't really fully explain it. I feel it's. Let me
Yeah,
just.
where just both realities are true. So there is a part of the turtle feeling like I have to get back to center and trying to reach itself through cracking the hard shell, forcing, taking, crossing boundaries. And there is the part, its essence, it's like I cannot deal with that energy. I cannot cope. I cannot stay present in that. No way I'm going to show my core to that energy and then leaving. It's almost like an inner war that is happening and playing itself out as they're going along. The inner war within the man himself, even, or within the collective. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think you're right, and also on the point of the split between them, that they're really part of this of the same, if you will.
Mm.
You just see them as separate forms, but really it's the same energy that we're encountering, just bashing on itself, if you will.
Mm-hmm. We men are really good at that. As all people are really good at that. Bashing our heads in. Self-criticizing. Yeah,
We
so it's
men, but also women. And
mm,
I know you mean that too, but just to name it again, like, yes, we're speaking about an energy. We may call it masculine, but we could also call it yang, or just one pole of two opposites, well, opposites or of a pair. Um, yeah, just to name that.
and it's nice to see the Grim Reaper for who it truly is. For someone trying to find its way home, as each and every man and woman on this earth is trying to do,
Yeah.
yet using the means, which is only pushing it further away.
Makes me think of this dynamic you so often see in couples, right? Where one partner's a bit more reserved and wants to spend time alone, and the other partner's like, oh, but has a fear and wants to come closer, and then the other person goes further away, right? Or looked at from the other side, it's just um, yeah, well, it's the same thing, but just either one partner um, comes a bit closer, and then the fear of the other subsides a bit, or the other partner subsides his own fear a bit and gives a bit more space, and then truly
Mm.
a rapport, a connection can start. Yeah, no, it's just it's a in psychoanalysis, it's this
Lower is fun.
French term for connection. Um,
Yeah, push-pull dynamic
yeah, it
ruled
really
by
feels
pretty
to me
much
like
everyone.
yeah. And the more he beats, the more the turtle just goes away and feels like, give me space, man.
So let's within that constellation look like, hey, what is needed here? How can unity come back between Grim Reaper and Turtle, and truly between Turtle and Turtle?
Yeah, I feel like either poles, like in a relationship, as I just said, both the turtle and the Grim Reaper could make a concession, could see something in themselves. That the Grim Reaper could see that if I keep bashing, the turtle's never gonna return. And the turtle could see, like, if I'd never return, then he's just gonna keep bashing me, and you know. Um, but it feels like we need a third point,
Mm-hmm.
a broader energy that can encompass both. Otherwise, we could be waiting for Godot, just keep waiting for eternity.
Yeah. And each and every impulse that will be either the turtle returning or the Grim Reaper stopping doesn't feel genuine or authentic.
Right.
So what would a third energy
Yeah.
or impulse be? First thing that comes in my mind, this is just the broadest one I know. God.
Yeah, I agree, and um, I was already feeling that.
Hmm. Yeah. As there is also the God frequency present within every relationship between man and woman, truly creating a union between the two that particle binding them in unity and in love. How that can also aid and guide them, the turtle and the turtle, or the turtle and the Grim Reaper, in this moment of time and space, that a new wave or a new movement can occur in their systems, in their inner union. Hmm.
As I see it, I just see a golden energy making an infinity ring, but
Hmm.
it's like it's also a snake,
Hmm.
a snake with two ends, two heads on either side. So you have the infinity sign, and both of the infinity sign sides have a snake's neck, a
Hmm.
snake's head, and in between are the Grim Reaper and the turtle on the other hand.
It's nice to feel the attractive field of that energy for this almost melting defenses, allowing the one to see the other and the other to see the one,
Yeah,
and seeing who they are really are, ever so gently start to return, ever so gently. Slow process. It's turtle slow.
yeah, and there's emeralds. There's an emerald in the center of the infinities circle, and there's emeralds in the eyes of the snakes. So I just then make the association with Archangel Raphael, right? The healing force, healing energy. Um, yeah, and I can see them, these both this Grim Reaper and this turtle. They're being enveloped in a yellow golden sphere in each sides of this infinity sphere, right? Just
Mhm.
there, just being enveloped, transformed, brought to their essence, really. Pure light, pure light. Both of them are just becoming pure light. Yeah, yeah. You're moving your hands together, and I was just about to say that it's as if they're going to meet each other at some point. They're moving
Mhm.
closer towards the biggest inner emerald, and it's as if they will meet each other and know again that they are just the same, that they are nothing different from one another.
Mhm. Yeah, just sitting here giving space to that process, these energies.
Cool. I can just feel how tiring this has been
For both.
for both. Yeah,
Hmm. Mm. Oh. Oh, it's so, it's so nice in my system to bring those two poles back together in unity.
Yeah.
Can really feel my stomach opening up, like a relaxation.
Yeah, I just feel also feel like could doze off now.
Hmm. Hmm. I can just feel myself or us standing here as sacred witness, just seeing that process while they're, in my perspective now, joined again or have met each other again in the center. Just holding the space for these two forces or opposites, the same coin, just to come together again.
Yeah. And as they've come together, I can just see the whole, the earth beneath them becoming golden, bathed in that light. Almost as if I see a geometrical form. Maybe this is maybe, I don't know much about that, but maybe these are, it's as if I see the ley lines of the earth being filled with this golden energy and then emanating it
Mm.
into all the grids that the ley lines form.
Mm.
So the whole earth looks golden, looks as if it's been fitted with gold plating, and not just the
Mm.
outside shell,
Mm.
but also there's tracts towards the center, the whole
Mm.
earth. In this
Such a
moment,
nice image.
it is, yeah,
Mm. And the whole earth can rejoice in these two opposites joining once more. Oh. Oh.
and I just see so many beings, like this dragon, this black dragon, Yokiawarta, is able to be on the planet then,
Mm.
even on its surface.
Mm.
So many beings are then able to be present on the surface of the planet if this energy is present and emanates.
Mm.
Mm.
For me, it just feels like witnessing now, as if our work is done, and we're just sitting here watching, like, oh, allowing the play to unfold and the steps to be taken within physical or multidimensional reality. All those domino stones are falling over ever so slowly.
Yeah,
And the ripple effects of divine masculine energy being available just a little bit more again for the earth and all beings on, in, and outside of it. Mm.
yeah, and I just feel also the impulse to say that um, I just saw a very strong image of a map, if you will, pointing towards Great Britain and Glastonbury. Yeah, just the center. Maybe Glastonbury isn't really the center of Great Britain, perhaps, but in an energetic way, it might be, or just that region. And I remember the last time I was there, I so enjoyed the feminine energies there, the Magdalene energies, really, most of all, were
Mm.
so palpable to me. And I would love for this energy to also be so present there.
Mm.
And maybe we can go anchor it there in a way as well.
Yeah,
Um,
we're going there in a month, in a little bit
yeah,
more.
yeah. I just feel that come online, like, oh yeah, we can bring the energy, maybe not even of only this masculine, but also the feminine, the sacred union. But surely this energy, this divine masculine, that I don't know. I don't know if I can. To me, it's a bit like, oh, can I say that I feel like Glastonbury when I was there was very feminine, and
I
that
feel
maybe
like Glastonbury is the heart chakra of the earth.
yeah, in a sense, I agree with you. Um,
So for me, it makes total sense that you are saying no need to make it smaller.
yeah, no, just I'm just wondering. Oh, is my perception then correct? That indeed there may be a possibility or a need even for further balancing the energy out there. Um, Not only the divine feminine, but the divine masculine as well.
Hmm.
And I think for me, it feels true. I'll just keep it at that.
Ah. Hmm.
No.
Nice homework assignment for us.
We're going on a vacation.
I told you that the vacation felt also like work in a way.
Yeah,
That's the tension that's rising in my system for it.
yeah. But I also feel like
But effortless work.
what?
Effortless work.
Yes, for sure, for sure. All right, my friend. I feel like
Yeah.
you're wrapping up. This energy is taking care of itself now.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank. I don't even know what I want to thank. I want to give thanks to all the energies, beings, ancestors maybe that were present, and um, of a special thanks to Pachamama. Just like the end of a I don't know of a play, exactly like you said it before, like a special thanks to this person, that person, but especially to Pachamama for providing a safe space. That was what I wanted to come at.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah. And
everybody listening,
thank you.
watching, and having, you were gonna say that too?
Yeah.
Okay. And having and aiding, even if you're not like live in this moment with us, but if you're listening, if you're going through this process of feeling along with us, and letting these energies move you and move through you, and you're just aiding this field just as much as we are in this moment.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
In that we are all vessels of the divine, no matter our role,
Yeah,
whether it's actively participating or witnessing. In that great play, there's no distinction. Each and every single person is as important as the one that's taking center stage. Yeah. And if you've made it this far, we'd love to hear from you. Just to feel like, oh, what is moving in you when you are witnessing this? So feel free to share that.
yeah.
Yeah. And with that, I'd say we can say farewell.
Wow. Till next time. Farewell.
Till next time.
It's a bit
Next week, next week we will be doing divine feminine energy. Also very important. Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
peace be with you. And may peace be with us all.
I will, brother.
Till next time.
Till next time.